Got my favorite shirt on, the Thundercats, y'all. The Thundercats. So let's get right into this topic. I want to get into this topic, and before I get in this topic, right, I would like to basically talk t- basically would like to hear a little jazz music as before we get into this topic, which is really important for us. This is the actual true fact, and I'm glad that you're here with me. And I'm sorry that I waited a little late to um, please like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. This is all big facts. You know, that's coming with good content. That's not on here beefing with other YouTubers. I don't do that. I bring my own content, my own spiritual facts, my own spiritual understanding. And this is what we need to do, right? And I try not to, well, I don't tear down other people, individuals people on YouTube or any other platform. I just talk up against wrongness. So maybe that they can change their narrative, change their mind, body, and soul. This is giving them knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to look at things a little different, right? Yeah. So I want to talk about this topic right here, right? You got this lady basically talking about how Jesus brought this lady to hell. She seen Biggie Smalls being tortured by demons. You know, a lot of people sit up here and profess to have insight and spirituality, and after hearing them and hearing about these information and hearing about these incidents, you will start to realize these individuals, right, have some type of mental about them. Not gonna say all, some type of mental. And people may say that I have some type of mental disability, right? But we know that Jesus is not dead at all. He's not dead. He was taken up mind, body, and soul beyond the zones of the heavens. And also Enoch was taken up, just like a lot of our ancient ancestors, the uply God right ones. They was taken up, mind, body, and soul. Enoch wasn't the first one. Jesus wasn't the first one that was taken up, mind, body, and soul, right? He's not dead. He's not dead. So to sit here and say that Jesus brought you basically to the hell to seeing Biggie Smalls getting tortured, this is what these individuals do. They do it for likes, shares, subscribes, likes, cameras, actions, fame, fortune, and riches. This is what people do. And I sit here, I fought them. I fought them because they lie so much, these individuals. They lie.
That you remember. I saw Biggie in hell. I used to love Biggie Small. He used to have this song called Give Me One More Chance, and I used to love the extended remix. Oh, I used to be in the club, boy. That was my jam. 2016, I was in Dakar, Senegal, and I saw this particular female on Facebook. I won't call her name, but I saw her on Facebook, and she was professing to be a child of God, but she was at the wax museum, and she was hugging this wax person, doll, whatever it was. She was hugging this copy of Biggie, saying, this should have been my husband. I said, Lord, what in the world? This woman's supposed to be a child of God, and you in there talking about this ungodly man supposed to be your husband? An hour later, Jesus Christ took me from that room. With no dream, for some of y'all saying I'm having dreams. With no vision, I was physically out of my body in hell, standing beside Jesus Christ himself. There's this cave-like area, and it was pitch black. And there was these two, the demons was almost as, the demons was darker than the darkness. You didn't even know it was demons there until you saw the whites of their eyes. That's how you knew that they was creatures. And these demons had to be 13, 14, 15 feet tall. And they were standing in front of a jail cell. A jail cell in hell. A jail cell in hell. The bars went up and down, and they were dug into the top of this cave-like area and then dug into the bottom. And it was just a carved out area of a cave room. And there was nothing in this room, just carved. Holding the bars, but he was on fire from the inside. He was burning from the inside. Like somebody put a bomb in his belly, he exploded. I saw him, and I'm standing there looking at him. And I asked Jesus, I said, Jesus, why is this man here? And these are the words Jesus said verbatim, is written on record in heaven. This is what he told me. He said, this man, he didn't even call him his name. He said, this man told me he didn't need me. This man went to a fetish priest and got charms he carried around in his pocket to become famous. And he said, this man.
Wait, what did you say?
This man went to a fetish priest and got charms that he put in his pocket that he carried around to become famous. You don't know nothing about that? Oh, America, America. There are witch doctors who are given a semblance of power by demons, by Satan himself.
First and foremost, we're going to sit here and Jesus is not the Almighty Creator. For him to be questioning you and telling you, you're not no prophet, you're not no prophet, you're not no messenger, you're not no prophet. I'm going to say no, you're not no prophet, right? Prophets and messengers are not going to come to you, right, and tell you and show you hell, and show you these things, and show you these futuristic things. You understand where I'm coming from? And show you mysteries that's beyond mankind comprehension, right? To sit up here and to say these certain things is lies and deception. And you know people's going to believe this. It's because it's fame, fortune, right? Fame, fortune. That's all it is. Fame and fortune. Lights, cameras, actions, right? Like, shares, and subscribe. The more people tune in, the more people and the more views he get, right? By interviewing this lady that's sitting there lying, saying that Jesus questioned her and brought her here, and she questioned Jesus like Jesus is he is the Alpha Omega, the creator, everything that exists, and Jesus is only a prophet and messenger. He's only a prophet and messenger. He's not the Almighty. He's not the creator, right? So to sit here and lie for like, shares, subscribe, and deceive people, say that you seen Biggie Smalls being burned and tortured in hell, and it wasn't no dream, it wasn't nothing, and you was in hell yourself. What are you doing in hell? Why was your spirit brought back and put into your body? For what reason? What reason? You see, a lot of people deal with witch doctors, soothsayers, right? And when they deal with these entities, the entities tell them certain things, but these entities dilute them and deceive them. You understand? Dilute them and deceive them. And they got to give up something, meaning that they got to sell their soul. They got to sell their soul for secret arts and secret black magic. You understand what I'm saying? So be careful who you listen to. Be careful who you watch. Be careful who you interact with and tell your information to. Right? This woman is lying, and whoever's interviewed, that's why he's quiet. He letting her talk. Letting her talk, man. And, these individuals, they They got the gift of gab to deceive you. And, you know, majority of people ain't going to believe this. Some people will. Majority of people ain't going to believe this. You know? And they got all different type of individuals like this that saying that they have foresight of the future. They have foresight of the future. Now, there's one thing to talk about the future. There's one thing to talk about the future and to give your input on what's going to happen towards the future. But actually, to be put in the future and give drastic sight on things that's going to happen in the afterlife is crazy. It is crazy. That means that you have access to the afterlife. That means that you know that the afterlife. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be very, very careful about individuals like this. Very, very careful. Because they seek is fame, fortune, and riches. Likes, shares, and subscribes, likes, cameras, and action. And people would do anything for these certain things. And that's all I got to say about this topic right here. You have to be very, very careful. That's all I got to say. You got to be very, very careful. All right? Peace, y'all. Peace. Peace.